Hi oil campers, Melissa here again. Today we're going to talk about making a doTERRA first aid kit. This is such a great way to use the oils that you just got. Now I'm going to show you some ways that you can make it so it's easy to take with you on the go. You're going to want just some little bag. Ideally, if it's kind of got that kind of fabric, you know, that's not going to show oil stains or anything like that. This is a cute little sport sack I got. There's all kinds. If you go on Amazon and search for essential oil bags, you can find tons of different kinds, really cute ones. Aromatools.com is a fun site that we like, has a lot of fun things. You can even just use a Ziploc. This does not need to be a big deal, but I wanted to just show you some ideas of what you can put in it. Now, the other thing you can do, so you can get these cute little doTERRA keychains, and that's great for taking on the go or when you travel. And the thing that I love is that they come with tiny little drams. They call them these are called 5/8 dram. And so they're just tiny little oil bottles so that you can take the bottles that you got and put about 20-30 drops in this so that you can take it on the go. Now, the thing you want to make sure that you do, if you're going to take your oils from the bottle they originally came in and put into a smaller container, you want to make sure you label that. And so when you got your wholesale membership, you got a packet like this. So in the back, it's kind of hidden behind the magazine or the catalog, you're going to get a sheet of these stickers. And the great thing is there's multiples, and especially several for the more commonly used oils. Keep that, because anytime you get a doTERRA order, they do not come with the labels on top. And so you want to relabel so that you just don't get confused. So however you choose to do that today, whether you choose to take your full bottles and put in there, or you decide to put them in the little drams, this is some oils that I like to have in my first aid kit. Okay, Melaleuca. Melaleuca is antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. It is great for cuts, for scrapes. This is one that I like to put on for itchy feet. This is because it's antifungal. Sometimes you're out and about and just hiking or doing something and just feel like, I've got a rash or something like that going on. Melaleuca is a great one for that. Lavender. Lavender is great also for soothing skin. Cuts, burns, nosebleeds. You can just rub it right on the nose. Bug bites. This is an important one. They call it lavender, the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. And so it's super good for lots of things. Peppermint. So peppermint is really cooling. And so this is a great one to have just when you're out and about, especially in the heat, to kind of just cool your body down. I'm using this one a lot in summertime. Peppermint's also really great for headaches and neck tension. And so you can take a few drops of this and just kind of rub it on the back of your neck, put it kind of up on wherever you're having a headache. You do want to make sure you keep this out of your eyes and off the fingertips, because we can inadvertently rub our eyes and that does sting. If you ever have an essential oil emergency, you want to make sure that you do not use water. So if I were to get an oil in my eye and it was stinging, I wouldn't want to put water in there. That intensifies it. You would want to use either a carrier oil, like fractionated coconut oil or olive oil or almond oil, anything like that, or dairy. And so you can take milk or yogurt or sour cream. I know that seems crazy to think of putting yogurt in your eye, but if you get an essential oil in your eye, you'll be just fine doing that. Okay, On Guard. So this is a great one. We use this when we start to feel run down. We use this as a hand sanitizer, so much better than the hand sanitizers you're going to find in bathrooms or out and about. And so just putting a few drops on your hand, rubbing that together. This is also one that you can gargle with. So when you start to feel run down, sometimes when we're traveling, that's when our body says, oh, good, we can relax now and get sick. And so On Guard is a great one to have to make sure that you're just keeping your immune system up and strong. Frankincense. When in doubt, use frankincense. This one's good for so many things. It can also work as an intensifier of other oils. So for instance, if I were to get a bad sunburn or even like burn myself in my kitchen or at a campground, I would want to be using lavender and frankincense together. Lavender on its own is great, but I find that frankincense really helps boost that power. It's also a great one to add on top of for cuts or scrapes or skin irritation. Really great for the skin. Another one is Breathe. And so Breathe, this is a great one that you can get. Now you guys maybe got a normal bottle, but I want to show you a couple other options that Breathe come in that are great for taking on the go. There is something called a Breathe stick, which this is just it's just already in kind of a carrier there. I love the smell of Breathe. And so this one is great. Kiddos love this because they can take it and do it themselves. And so rubbing it on the chest or under the nose or whatever for congestion, for cough, for stuffiness. A lot of times we get out in nature and that's when allergy symptoms flare up. And so this is a great one to help with that. Breathe, this is just another version of Breathe. This is a Breathe already in a carrier oil. Now you don't necessarily need to use a carrier, but that makes it, again, easier to put on. So whatever those options, or if you got a bottle of Breathe, you can just put it into one of those little 5/8 drams and just dab a few drops into your nose and really open up those airways. Some other things that I like to keep in there is On Guard beadlets. That's a great way, especially if maybe you don't have On Guard or you don't have the bottle. The beadlets are a great way to get the power of On Guard in your body really quickly. Also great for kids. Sometimes kids can't swallow or don't like the taste of an oil, but they'll take a beadlet and swallow that. Something else that I like to have in here, okay, you definitely want to have some Band-Aids. I like to have these On Guard throat drops. And so these are great to get that On Guard in your system and really help when you start to notice just you're feeling run down, or maybe you're in an environment where it's typical to get run down. Think an airplane with all that recirculated air, or you're traveling and going through busy places where you know you're coming into contact with lots of germs. This is a great way to, like a lozenge, just to suck on it and really help a throat, but also just give you that constant influx of On Guard. We also have something called Breathe drops. And so these are just, again, a lozenge that's really helpful to open up the airways. So just another way to experience the power of Breathe. I also like to have, I've got some Q-tips in here, I've got some tweezers in here. Nail clippers might be another good thing. Sometimes that's helpful. Now this is, here's our little dram. This is another one that is a lifesaver. This is CorrectX. I love this because it has a blend of oils in there. It's got frankincense, helichrysum, cedarwood, melaleuca, and lavender. And this is a great little ointment. No petrochemicals. It's just a really, really clean ingredients. But this is great to put on blisters or cuts or scrapes or really so many things that happen when we're out and about. And just easy application too. You can put some gauze in there, any other things that you might have in your regular first aid kit, but getting rid of the things that are toxic. So I hope this gives you some ideas of how you can take the oils that you have and maybe start a wish list for some others and just put together a natural, healthy first aid kit.